Okay, I'm live again, and I have a lot of mixed feeling. It's a mixture of how do I put it? It's a mixture of happy. It's also a mixture of like a, how can I put this with words? Okay, so the background of the story, right? So I just had a really powerful coaching session just now with someone that I'm working with, and this one deserves a mention. There's so many sessions, right? But sometimes there's just those that really breaks your heart, and at the same time it fills your heart. So I'm sorry, I'm finding my words how to express this, okay? Because I'm also embracing these emotions. Sometimes when we do coaching, we can get sort of a little bit carried away with whatever emotions that the coachee feels. And so today, seeing her, so it started with this a casual. It started with this a casual questions, but then as she started to open up her heart, she shows me her true self. She shows me her fears. She shows me her emotions that kept her feeling small. And I can relate that. I can relate that because many years back, that's where I came from, right? Feeling small, feeling not enough about myself, feeling I'm not beautiful enough, feeling everybody is just so cool, so young, so great, but not me. Yeah. So when she's able to show that part of herself that she has been covering up, that she's been showing herself the way that people wanted, the way that she think people wanted to see, is just different. But the moment that when she let go of her mask, the moment that she let go of her, just be very open, just be willing to show her true self with all her fears, with all her imperfections. It allows her to really look into what is stopping her, just the way it is, to just look at the issues just the way it is, not more than the issue is, or not less than the issue is, but just to look at it just the way that it is. And it takes courage. It takes courage to feel that vulnerable part of her. It takes courage to just let go of her mask and to be opened. And it started with feeling small, feeling scared. But as we look into what the fear is all about, as we look deeper of what's the programming inside her of her fear, then she created a different options for herself. And she allows herself to accept her for being just the way she is. And I think this is a very serious, yet it's a very common issues that most people have. I'm honestly not sure about the guys because I'm not a man, but for women, I think there's a lot of self-acceptance issue, you know, to be willing to accept us just the way we are, to just be willing to accept whatever flaws that we think we have. Probably the eyebrows is not sharp enough, the nose is not good enough, the eyes is not beautiful enough, whatever. Or probably it's just a lot of comparison, right? As we compare ourselves, we just wanted to be perfect, to show the world who we think we should be, to show the world our strengths, to show the world how smart we are, to show the world how great we are as a person, to make people like us. But how long can you wear such a mask? How long can you put on that mask that is not comfortable, that makes you feel suffocated? After sometimes, you will start to wonder, who are you? And why do you have to put on this mask? And the moment that she saw that, the moment that she was willing to accept herself for who she is, to accept herself for whatever imperfection that she thought she has, to accept whatever flaws, whatever mistakes, whatever scars, whatever wound that she went through. The moment she accepts that, it liberates her. It's freedom. It gets her out of freedom. It gets her out of prison. The prison of that emotional being that I have to be perfect, that I have to show my best self to the world, that I have to be that positive, super happy, super loving, that best perfect woman. It liberates her from that expectation towards herself, and that's what makes woman beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm not talking to the men, but thank you for being here, because I just want to keep this feeling, because it is what makes me feel fulfilled doing what I do. So back to my coaching. So by her being willing to be opened, by her being willing to be accepting herself for who she is, by just being vulnerable, by just taking that courage to just not caring about what would other people think about her, how would people judge her, and that just liberates her to be who she truly is, to be herself. And that's what makes a woman truly beautiful. That outer beauty is just, that outer beauty is an expression of your inner beauty. Because when deep inside you know clearly who you are, when deep inside you love yourself so much, when deep inside you accept yourself so much with all of the imperfections, it will shine. That beauty will shine outwards. It will be shown in your face. It will be shown in the glow of your skin. It will be shown in your smile, in your eyes. When people look into your eyes, they can see the beauty in you, because they realize that you are not just a robot. You are a real human. You are a real human with real feelings, with real emotions. And that's what makes people powerful. And I really love to see this kind of transformation. I think words can't describe this kind of feelings. You just have to experience it. You just have to experience the power of coaching, what coaching can truly brings out of you. When I say coaching, I specifically refer to transformation coaching. Transformation coaching is where you do a vertical, a deep work. So you go deep inside your client's heart. You'll go deeper, and straight into their heart, straight into that fear, straight into that, what is it, that I'm not good enough, all those stories that they have been telling themselves. And when you dive deep, you allow yourself to create an immense possibility throughout your work. Because who you are now, would you agree that probably you are just using 10-20% of what you could truly be? I have a mission, a dream. I love to see people being their true self. I love to see people showing their true authentic self without their mask, because I realize that that is the most beautiful part of them, when they let go of their mask, when they can have a real conversation, when they can speak from their heart. It creates real connection. It creates meaning. And it makes a difference in how people feel about themselves, in how people appreciate about themselves. So I'm very, very touched by my coach's performance today. I'm very touched by her breakthrough today. What I like about transformation coaching is that it's like a two-way thing, you know. When you see the person that you're working with break through and get back their power and feeling empowered, that emotion fills you up. It fills you up with so much strength. It fills you up with so much certainty and so much belief that this is what life is meant to be. Okay, I think that's what I want to share. Any comments? Okay, Kelvin. Kelvin, Raymond, hi Raymond, Jet, Patrick, hello, Jason. Do you have any thoughts that you want to share with me? You know, by you showing up here and watching this live, there must be an exchange, right? Hi, Janet. Love to see you here. So there must be an exchange. The exchange is share your thoughts. Because I believe that people learn together. You see, if everybody is so stingy about sharing their thoughts, sharing how they felt, that could be helping others, then the world is pretty much lonely, isn't it? But can you imagine if each of us is willing to teach something, or to even to share something, share what has worked for us, what doesn't work for us, and if one person share one, 10%, you got 10, then you got 100 people, and you got 1,000 or 10,000, just by one person sharing one thought and one perspective, and then everybody learns so much. Isn't that amazing? Do you agree? So, I am feeling so much inspired and empowered to create a more heart-to-heart connection, to create a deep conversation, real conversation that would really makes people feel happier about themselves, to makes people feel that life has more meaning. Fulfillment to me is very, very important. Money is not my driver, although I need the money, right? I need the money to feed myself. I need the money to feed my 9-year-old boy. So I can't be doing my work for free because I'm a professional. But then at the same time, I find that if you can do your work that can pay your bill and at the same time give you that fulfillment whereby your heart feels so full with so much positivity, with so much love, with so much joy, so much peace. Can you imagine how would it change your life every day? Can you imagine that? If you can't imagine that, pretend what would life look like to you, or how would life feel like to you when you get to be able to be you, to be more of the true you that is kept inside yourself, to be able to do something that makes you feel happy every day, to fill up your heart. How would life change when that happened for you? And what are you doing now to create that kind of life? So I guess it's a heavy question. If you're willing to share your perspective, I would appreciate. I would love to connect with you. I would love to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. And I hope that this is the beginning of a movement. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm doing now. It's the beginning of the movement. And my wish is that I would attract more and more women or men who are willing to step up, who are willing to show their true self, who are willing to be vulnerable with every part of them, with all of their imperfection, with all of their courage, with all of their strength, with all of their greatness, because vulnerability is what makes people beautiful inside out. It's what makes people become so much charismatic. I will talk more about vulnerability next week. I will decide a date and a time to have this conversation with you guys and girls. I would love to see more ladies in my space. And that's all about it. Today, most of you are very quiet. Hi Andrew, thank you for watching. I know you've been traveling a lot lately and your life seems really amazing. I look forward to one day really being able to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you through this live as well, because I remember from my experience with you that you are that speaker and trainer who speaks from your heart, and I think the people in my space needs to know you more, deeper. All right, so thank you. I appreciate. Let's stay connected. Share your perspective. I would love to connect with you. You can put it in the comments, and at the same time you can PM me as well. But I'm not into the surface chat. I'm not into the hi-bye kind of conversation. So just remember that. All right. Thank you so much. You have an awesome day ahead. And I'll see you around in my space. Thank you. Bye.